Welcome to the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of August 9th, 2021. I'm Terry Morrow, and I'm here with Nicole Eridix.
Hello.
And Catherine Haleko.
Hello.
Every week, we chat about the things parents are talking about, complaining about, and obsessing about right now. This week, we are complaining about post-COVID travel and obsessing about empty nesting. We're also taking a couple of breaks for an entertainment discussion and a recommendation roundup. Today, we're talking about what we do with our free time. Free time. That's a concept. What is that exactly? You guys will have to remind me. But specifically, we're wondering what adults with older kids do in the evenings, how they fill their time. Inquiring minds, specifically Nicole and her cousin, want to know. What's going on, Nicole? You suddenly finding yourself with time on your hands there with your college studies and everything else?
Well, not right at this exact moment.
I'm jealous if you do, and you have to explain to me how that's possible.
No, actually, I have a lot to do in the evenings. But at one point in the spring, there was just a lull in the schedule, and I was chatting with my cousin, and her daughter had just left for university, and we were like, so, like, what are we going to do in the evenings now? Like, what happens? Because we don't have to take kids to practice. We don't have to pick them up. We don't have to, talk about, make sure they're doing their homework. We don't have to get laundry ready for the next day. We don't have to do lunches. Like, what do adults do in the evening? Like, how do they fill their time?
Isn't that what 5,000 streaming channels are for?
And that's, well, and that, I see my parents, and that's what they're doing now. They didn't used to do that, but they're doing that now. But they used to be pretty active. But, like, is this where we go and join clubs or go to the gym? Or, because I really don't feel like doing that in the evening. It's really not. But then the thought of just sitting down and watching TV for like 5 hours kind of seems like, I don't know. What are your thoughts? What are we supposed to do? What do we do? Do we take up knitting? Do we? See, my grandmother used to spend her evenings crocheting.
I'll tell you that my parents took up bocce.
Oh,
bocce.
So once a week they go to a country club and play bocce.
Mm.
This was their effort to meet people in their new location.
In their age group, probably.
Yes.
My husband's dad played bocce. He had some buddies that he played bocce with. And so that was a thing. And I thought it was like for people my father-in-law's age exclusively, but Special Olympics has bocce. So now my son plays bocce.
Oh.
But,
wow.
That may be an
cool.
East Coast thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Midwest
bocce,
thing.
I don't know.
Well,
that
my
anybody
parents are in
plays bocce
California,
here.
so.
Okay. Interesting. I don't remember bocce ever being mentioned the entirety of the time I lived in California. Bowling, but not bocce.
Right.
You had shuffleboard.
We had shuffleboard in our backyard. I just imagine my parents
is
thinking that
so
was just
bougie.
the modest, jet-settest thing to have in the backyard was a shuffleboard court. It was painted and everything, and we had the poles, but I don't think it got played very much, and then it became my hopscotch place. But my parents did a lot of stuff. I mean, it wasn't so much after I had moved out. I don't know what they did after I moved out, but when I was a kid, they went square dancing at night.
Really?
Yeah. They did bridge. They had all sorts of activities that they did. And I feel like we've lost that in our generation. And now we sit and watch TV shows. This is what we do instead. I'd play a game of bridge. If somebody wanted to teach me, I'd go square dancing. Square dancing is fun. My mom had all these pretty dresses.
I'd go play cards. I love playing cards. Like if there was like a bunco or like, I don't know how to play bridge, but I like to play crib. Like I would do that.
Yeah. If there was like a club where you could go and play with other people.
I could see myself getting up off the couch to do that.
Do you have like a certain number of couples that you're friends with that you could invite over for a card night?
The thing is that we see them so much already.
We were going to have a card night, but we really don't want to see you anymore.
But we're sick of you right now.
We have to find find some new friends for that.
Well, I need to diversify. Those are our weekend socializing couples.
I see. You need to find a new pool of talent.
I do. A pool of talent.
There should be like a, like they have all the dating websites now, the dating like online services. There should be a like for, adults of a certain age to meet other adults of a certain age.
They do.
Like on Veronica Mars, where Clyde was saying to Keith, it's hard to find a friend at our age. There needs to
But
be
they do.
I mean,
elderly
Bumble.
match sort of thing.
Bumble it's Bumble
"Want to
for
play
friends.
canasta? Call me."
You can do Bumble for friends.
wow. Or like Meetup or one of those, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. There must still be people who do that stuff. I would say like a bowling league, but all of the bowling alleys in our town have now closed. There used to be 3.
Yeah.
So I guess people aren't doing that anymore. All the bowling alleys now are like hip, trendy, young people bowling alleys with expensive snacks.
Yeah.
And fancy cocktails, probably.
Yes, yes.
Catherine, what's you're pretty active and you have like a big social circle. What do you do in the evenings?
I don't know about that.
Teach us your ways, Catherine.
I have watched a lot of TV in the last 18 months, let's just say. But, like I'm in a book club and that's once a month, but sometimes we meet and do other things. And sometimes I've been walking at night, like I've been exercising at night just because it takes me, like, because I don't want to go until I've completed all my work and suddenly it's like 8 p.m. So,
yes.
So then I end up on the treadmill, which is too bad. But if I can finish when it's still light out, then I definitely would prefer to walk outside.
See, now here's the thing there. I just have to interject for a second. Like when I lived in Vancouver, we did a lot of evening outdoor activities. Like we would do a bike ride, or we would go for a walk on the trails, or we would go for a drive. But that's because it didn't get dark until 10 p.m. in the summer.
Right.
Like here, it gets dark at 7. And so you can't do anything outside in the evening other than, I don't know, sit and visit with somebody. But anyway, sorry, I had to interject.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, it is. It's, I have until after 8, I would say, till when it's starting to get fairly dark. So that's nice. Of course, only in the summer. My husband has taken up wood carving. So he does that.
That's a solitary activity.
It is, yes. I mean, he sometimes will do it either outside, if it's a particularly messy stage of the process, he tries to do it outside, or he'll do it in the basement and he might have the TV on down there, but I'm not gonna be sitting alongside him with the fumes and the Arctic air of the basement. Like, that's not my jam. So
Thank you.
yeah, I mean, I don't have like I said, I have the book club, and I have a couple friends who started a couple more book clubs, but they seem to have fallen a little bit out of use. So we'll see if those revive. So because that would be nice. And of course, I still have a kid in high school, so who does not drive. Right. So we still have those kind of responsibilities. And we hope this year we'll have performances and concerts and games and things like that we didn't have much of last year. So,
so those are community things.
Well, like, that his choir will be able to have concerts again, and his right. The musical will be performed on a stage instead of on a screen, and and there will be more lacrosse games, and all those things that were kind of either canceled
and that's
or
the thing.
Minimized.
Like you're like a lot of your activities still revolves around your child, right?
Yes.
So, and that's like, soon I won't have that. Or I
Exactly.
haven't had that in a while. So
yeah. I'm gonna have that forever. So
And
family here.
I do have a friend she has one kid my son's age, but then she has two older ones, and she's still like always going to other kids, games and concerts and things. Yeah, she's like, my son had a little workshop that he did, a little theater workshop, and her child didn't do it, but she came anyway.
Okay.
She's just like the mother hen to the entire city. So it's very cute, actually.
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah. So, I don't know. You need to recruit some card players.
I do.
Some new ones.
Because I do like card playing. I do like that. Or a board game. I'll do that.
Yeah, game nights are fun, once in a while. Or
because my mom, she was like, well, we lived in a small town for starters, and then she was a stay-at-home mom, so the evenings were like her time to shine. She busted out. I mean, she was doing something every night. I mean, she took courses on how to make different types of food. She took aerobics and then became an aerobics instructor. She took a night class for accounting. I mean, she was gone almost every night. She was out and about. And so I kind of have that. She kind of set the bar.
Right.
Yeah.
And you've always in the back of your head thought, once my kids are out, I'll be able to do stuff like that. And now that you're in that place, it's
not be able to, but I need, I'm expected to. That's what I'm supposed to do.
Forget that.
But taking a class is a good idea.
Yeah, and then you know what? I actually really enjoy, I don't know about taking a class in the community, but I really, once again, this is a solitary activity. I am really enjoying my online master's program because, I can do it in the evening and I chat with people in the class, and it's actually right now I feel very fulfilled, but it's going to come to an end soon. So then what? I'll just keep taking classes.
Right. Just decide you're going to get a PhD.
That's what parents do now.
That would take no time at all.
Oh my God.
No problem. And our library has sometimes some fun sounding things going on. Like, they have a short story night, like once a month or so, where I've never managed to go, of course, but where they read and discuss, but it's just short stories, so you don't have to read an entire book. You could just read a short story or two. So that sounds kind of fun. Yeah. They had a typing contest at our library recently.
I see things like that, and I thought, that'd be fun to do. I'm going to do that. I want to do that. And then the actual time comes, and it's like, I'm too tired. I'm too bored.
I know, that's the problem.
I have so much work. I have so much to do. I just want to stay home.
Yeah.
So I was doing the Rosary Society at my church for a while and feeling very proud of myself for going out once a month and socializing. There's prayer and snacks. So those two things, are good to get out for. But then COVID came along and it stopped.
Right.
And now they're sort of trying to start it up again, but I'm like, I kind of got used to not being with people. Can you just keep that up for a while? So I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to it. But that made me feel good to be at least doing one thing out there in the community with other grown-ups.
Yeah, and you used to do community band, too.
Right, yeah. I haven't done that in quite some time because work, don't you know?
Right.
Work, too much work. But yeah, that was a fun thing, too. So I've basically just withdrawn from everything, all those good things I was doing. But you go do them, Nicole.
Right.
It'll be fine.
I guess
I'll just hide here in my room editing podcasts.
Yeah, exactly. We can always record our podcast in the evenings so that you have something to do.
This is our personal outreach right here.
But that will be it for today's round 1. Tune in tomorrow for our entertainment-themed round 2 and later in the week to find out what we're complaining about, obsessing about, and recommending right now. We're always interested in what you have to say, so drop us a comment on our website, our Facebook page, or Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.